A very good morning and welcome to Breakfast News with the Sentinel. Let me run you through the top stories in today's The Sentinel. First up, of course, is the news about corona in Assam. The death toll has been rising. 6 more deaths have been recorded in the state on Friday. Now, as far as the number of positive cases are concerned, it has gone up to 29,921. The number of active cases in the state of Assam stands at 9,143. The number of discharged people stands at 20,699, and the number of deaths have gone up to 76. The number of deaths due to COVID-19 is increasing in the state every day, with six more persons who have succumbed to the virus. Altogether, 76 persons so far have died of COVID in the state. This is the information that the state health minister Himanta Biswa Sharma gave. He also mentioned that in the last 1 week, 3 members of the COVID core team of the Assam's health department have tested positive. They are Pradeep Timung, he's the additional director of the health department. Saurav Senapati, he is the deputy secretary of the Department of Health of Assam, and Dr. Abhijit Sharma, he is the superintendent at the Guwahati Medical College and Hospital. The health minister further informed that Dr. Sharma, the superintendent of the Guwahati Medical College, has been treated with plasma therapy. In fact, the health minister tweeted and wished all of them a speedy recovery. So that is an update as far as the coronavirus condition in the state of Assam is concerned. Of course, the state government has stepped up all the measures there. As far as the precautionary measures and preparedness is concerned to take care of the rising number of COVID cases across the state, particularly in the city of Guwahati, in Kamrup metropolitan area, that's the district area. Also, yesterday, Guwahati Development Department Minister Siddharth Bhattacharya, he held an urgent review meeting with the officials of the Deputy Commissioner's office. The Deputy Commissioner himself was present there, of course, along with the top officials of his office, of his commissionerate. So a lot of issues were discussed. First, of course, was the COVID situation, the preparedness, the steps being taken to decontaminate, sanitize whole of Guwahati city, because the number has been rising across the city. And the other thing that the meeting discussed yesterday was about the flood situation, because the Brahmaputra has been rising in Guwahati as well. So let me now run you through the update of the flood situation in Assam. That is one more thing that continues to really remain grim. The situation as far as floods are concerned across the state of Assam continues to be critical. The death toll there has gone up to 96. So the floods claimed 3 more lives in the state, taking the toll of the year to 96 so far. In fact, as many as 2,543 villages in 26 of the 33 districts have been affected. 700 plus relief camps have been set up. 5,101 houses have been damaged fully. 25,504 other houses have been damaged partially. A lot of animals have died, around 19,36,149 big animals, 46 lakh 5,781 small animals, and 9 lakh 14,936 poultry have been affected by the floods. In fact, really sad situation as far as the flood situation in the state is concerned. People, animals alike, hugely affected. In the Kaziranga National Park, 125 animals have died due to floods. 153 animals have been rescued. According to Kaziranga official estimates, at least 12 rhinos are reported dead because of the flood situation. Now, here we have, in the past few days, we have seen a lot of solidarity messages, lot of donations being done by people across sectors, Bollywood celebrities extending their help and support, cricketers extending their help and support. His Holiness the Dalai Lama also sending in a letter to the Chief Minister Sarbananda Sonowal, extending financial aid from his trust, as well as extending support. So lot of help coming in there, lot of YouTube sensations, lot of stand-up comedians, lot of people extending their help and showing their solidarity with the people of Assam at this hour of crisis. Now here, what happened was the Duke of Cambridge, Prince William and his wife Kate Middleton, they have expressed concern over the flood situation, the devastation that has been caused in the Kaziranga National Park. And in fact, they have written a letter to the park's director, P. Shivakumar, saying that, they were actually sharing the fond memories that they still cherish from their visit to the Kaziranga National Park way back in 2016. Here is that's the letter up for you on our screens. I will just read out, I'll quote Prince Charles from that letter. "We have the happiest memories of our visit to Kaziranga in April 2016 and are shocked by what has happened," unquote. That's Prince William. That is what he has written in the letter to the park's director, Mr. P. Shivakumar. The prince and the Duchess expressing shock and concern over the devastation that has happened in Kaziranga. So a lot of help, lot of solidarity messages pouring in. Of course, the central government has extended help. Over 300 crore rupees is being released for flood relief measures from the center. The Prime Minister has assured all help. Home Minister Amit Shah also in touch with the Chief Minister over the phone. They have been reviewing the situation. The ministers here, the Chief Minister, the Finance and Health Minister, all the ministers actually visiting all the affected areas across the state. In fact, the Chief Minister has been visiting most of the flood-affected areas. The Governor, Professor Jagdish Mukhi, yesterday visited areas of Chirang. These are some of the areas which have been massively hit by erosion. So that is another problem that people of Assam are facing at this point of time. It is not just the water level of rivers rising, the flood fury, but also the additional problems of landslide and erosion is what the people have been facing. We have been bringing you stories of all of those, how people are using sandbags, they're using bamboo to ensure that their land does not get washed away, their houses don't get washed away. They're trying to stop the erosion whichever way it is possible. In fact, yesterday, Governor Mukhi visited areas of erosion hit Chirang. He has assured all help. He has directed the officials to step up measures to prevent further erosion in most of the areas. And he also said that he will take up the issue with the center and try and get more funds and try find a permanent solution to erosion, landslides, as well as the flood situation that the state of Assam has to face every year, the people of Assam has to face every year. So now here is the message coming in from President Ramnath Kovind. The President of India, Ramnath Kovind, said on Friday that the nation stands with the people of Assam who are going through a very difficult time due to floods. He hoped that the difficult times would soon be over. The president spoke to Chief Minister Sarbananda Sonowal over the phone and took stock of the flood situation in the state. During the conversation, Chief Minister Sonowal apprised the president that along with flood, the state is fighting COVID-19, erosion, storm, landslides, African swine fever, and a gas well fire at Bagjan in Tinsukia. The Chief Minister said that huge areas, including farmlands and houses, have been severely affected by flood and erosion in the state. So a lot of issues that the people of Assam are facing at this point of time. And the nation is standing by the people of Assam. That is something really, really heartening to see as we continue to fight both COVID as well as floods, erosion, landslides, and of course, needless to say, the miseries of the people in Bagjan who have been hugely affected by the fire that took place on June 9th in one of the oil wells of Oil India Limited, Bagjan in Tinsukia. There, the people are still struggling. Just the other day, we heard about that other massive explosion that left 3 of the foreign experts injured. Thankfully, those were minor injuries. In fact, now the operations to cap the fire in well number 5 of Oil India's Bagjan field has resumed, hoping that they achieve success sooner than later. Also, going back to what I was mentioning about Siddhartha Bhattacharya's review meeting yesterday at the DC's office, now they took stock of the possible flood that might be hitting Guwahati city because the Brahmaputra river has already breached the danger level mark of 49.68 meters. Yesterday, it was flowing at 50.18 meters. We will get you the latest on that in our website. You can just log into our website, sentinelassam.com, for more updates on the flood situation, on the coronavirus situation. Of course, yesterday, the minister took stock of the preparedness of the district administration in case the river flow. Basically, what was happening yesterday is that the river Brahmaputra was just 1 meter away from flowing over and entering the city of Guwahati, which is why there was this urgent meeting to review the preparedness of the district administration, the officials there. In case that happens, then what are the steps that they would have to take immediately to minimize the damage because of flood water, because of Brahmaputra's water flowing into the city. In fact, the minister said that this is the first time after 14 years that a situation like this has come up where there is the threat that Guwahati might get flooded, Guwahati might sink because of the Brahmaputra overflowing in Guwahati. Of course, the rivers, the major rivers, including Brahmaputra, continues to flow above the danger level mark across districts of Assam, 26 districts already flood affected. Now, moving on, there is this bit of news that we all have been talking about, the status of our children because of COVID, because of the lockdown. Of course, they have not been able to step out of their homes. They have been confined to their homes. Now, Dr. J.N. Sharma, he's an eminent child specialist, Gyanendranath Sharma, Dr. Gyanendranath Sharma, speaking to the Sentinel, has said that long confinement of children at homes due to the ongoing COVID-19 crisis will have an adverse impact on children's mental and physical well-being. Now, this is something that we have been highlighting here in the Sentinel. We have been having discussions with psychiatrists about with psychiatrists, with doctors. We have been holding discussions about how do we address this concern here as far as our children are concerned at this time when they are not able to go out, when they are not able to go out and play, mix with their friends, interact much. Of course, the stress is already there because of the online classes that they are having, and all of these things are having a lot of mental and physical impact on our children. So this is another bit of news here that we have. Now, moving on to another story, the Assam police has been drawing a lot of flack. Now, this is not because of how they have been handling the COVID situation. Of course, there they have done an immensely commendable job, always being there out in the front line, on duty 24/7. In fact, almost 1,000 of them, a little over 1,000 of our police personnel have been already infected by COVID. A lot of them are now off duty because they have been infected there. They have taken a lot of pressure in the past few days. Now, what has happened actually is that day before yesterday, some police constable mistakenly had beaten up a child with special abilities, a child with disabilities in the Bharalumukh area of the city. Now, somebody posted that particular video and it went viral. Now, this is the reason why Assam police drew a lot of flack. They had been criticized very, very strongly because of this particular act of this one constable who beat up this child. He assaulted, in fact, it's all over the social media. The video has gone viral. Now, the Assam DGP, the Director General of Police, the top cop of the state, had held a press conference yesterday, and he assured the people of Assam that such acts will not take place. He will try that such acts do not take place in future. And he said that such incidents would not be tolerated in future. So that is another bit of news. Now, moving on to some bit of corona news, in fact, some bit of good news there. Of course, we all know efforts are on to come up with vaccines, to come up with medicines to treat COVID. Now, the CEO of Serum Institute of India, Adar Poonawalla, has he told a news agency that as per the arrangement with AstraZeneca, SII will be making 1 billion doses of Covishield vaccine over the next 1 year for India and other low and middle income countries. So, of course, we know that the trials are on. As far as the vaccine is concerned, India hopefully should come out with the vaccine by August 15th. That is the target that ICMR and the Drug Control Authority of India has set for itself. Oxford is doing some trials. So other companies like Pfizer, Cipla, all of them now working round the clock to find a treatment for the deadly virus. So hoping that all of these companies are successful and we do get a treatment, a vaccine or a drug for to treat the deadly virus there. Now, moving on to other stories, other news from the northeastern states. Let's just go across to Meghalaya. Of course, we know yesterday Chief Minister Conrad Sangma announced that there will be lockdown in Shillong. The lockdown will start from midnight of July 26th and will continue till midnight of July 29th. So the number, in fact, has been rising in Meghalaya. It has crossed the 500 mark. It's around 515. That is the total number of positive cases. These are numbers as of last night. So Shillong will be under lockdown one more time. And of course, the Chief Minister and Deputy Chief Minister all busy, the Health Minister, A.L. Heck, all of them busy doing those review meetings and keeping minute-to-minute updates on what is the COVID situation, the steps being taken, what needs to be done more to ensure the safety of the people, to ensure that the virus does not spread beyond the controllable limits. They are doing whatever is necessary, whatever they can. In fact, the government had also cleared some money there, about 75 crore rupees for the upgradation of public health centers, the community health centers. So a lot of focus now being given to healthcare facilities across the state. Of course, Meghalaya too is facing the flood fury. Now, moving on to Arunachal Pradesh, here the number of positive cases has gone up to 991. Of course, these are numbers as of last night. There were 42 new COVID cases reported from Arunachal Pradesh. Of these new cases, 33 are from the capital complex, followed by 4 in Namsai district, 3 from West Siang district, and 1 each from Lower Dibang Valley and Papumpare areas. So the number of active cases in Arunachal Pradesh stands at 654. 334 people have recovered from the disease, and the number of deaths due to COVID in Arunachal Pradesh stands at 3. Of course, the capital area, Itanagar capital complex area, has been under lockdown. And also, as far as Nagaland is concerned, there too, the administration, the government decided to put Kohima and Dimapur under lockdown because there too the number has been rising. In fact, the number has crossed the 1100 mark in Nagaland. Now, Another important thing that's been going on in Arunachal Pradesh, of course, not good news at all, is heavy rains that the state has been witnessing, which is causing massive landslides, roadblocks, roads getting washed away, several districts severely hit. In fact, it's earlier last month, there were reports of deaths because of landslide in Arunachal Pradesh, but at this moment, this month, though there has been a lot of damage being caused because of the heavy rains and landslides, no deaths have been reported so far. That is something that is that can be considered as good news. But several roads, the road connectivity has been hugely damaged. Which is why the PWD has been working round the clock to ensure that they can come up with alternate road routes, alternate roads to minimize the inconvenience to the people there. So the heavy downpour has snapped road communication at various parts of West Siang district, with landslides damaging many vital road links in the district. The Alo Panging Road, erosion reported there in many parts. Alo Likabali Road blocked due to heavy landslides at Everest Point. Alo Yomcha Road at C Kosi is also blocked, and clearance works are going on for movement of men and materials. So a lot of damages there as far as Arunachal Pradesh is concerned because of rains and landslide. So that is all I have for you all this morning. For all the other news and updates, do log in to sentinelassam.com. You will get all the updates there, not just about corona and floods, but every other event that takes place, not just in Assam, but across Northeast. You will get all the national and international news as well. So keep updated by logging in to sentinelassam.com. Do follow us in Facebook, subscribe to us, watch us on YouTube, and find us in Twitter and Instagram as well. Till we meet again on Monday morning, stay safe, take care, goodbye for now.